Good evening. Respected Chairperson Srimati Neeta Ambani, Vice Chairperson Mrs. Isha Ambani Piramal, Honorable Chief Guest Mr. Nikhil Kamath, heads, teachers, staff, parents, and my unforgettable class of 2025. When I first sat down to write this speech, I thought the words would come to me easily, that everything would simply flow onto the page perfectly coherent. But as I stared at the blank screen, I was humbled. How do you condense 14 years of friendships, laughter, challenges, and countless moments, 14 years of truly growing up together, into just a few hundred words? I realize now that the big blue gates we first walked through in 2011 didn't just lead us to our classrooms. They led us to each other and the experiences that we've shared together. Every year since then, as we climbed up a new floor and signed a new school diary, we've learned something new about the people we were growing up alongside. We learned that Anaya and Shivan always carry food worth fighting over during breaks. We learned that Vedika's warm smile and Adike's cookies can make Mondays feel a little less daunting. We're all indebted to Veer and Rishi for being the reason we're so prepared for every exam, and we've listened to Manat's song Scurvy more times than we like to admit. It's in these little things that we've come to know about each other that we've built something truly irreplaceable. Somewhere along the way, we stopped being just classmates. We became a family, a loud, loving family, one that always showed up, no matter what. And that's what makes this day so special. Today isn't just about crossing a stage or throwing our hats in the air. It's about standing beside one another, one last time, to celebrate everything that we've been through and everything that we've become. Neeta ma'am and Isha ma'am, thank you for creating a school where we've had the freedom to learn, grow, and truly find ourselves. Your vision and dedication have shaped not just this institution, but each of us. Neeta ma'am, it is your dream that gave us a second home. Each annual day, during the finale, when you stand before us and acknowledge the student body in all its glory, it's a moment we've carried with pride. We're so grateful to have grown up standing on that stage year after year, feeling proud of ourselves and the school that we call ours. Isha ma'am, thank you for carrying that spirit forward as someone who truly understands us and makes room for our voices to be heard. Thank you for making sure that even a new campus this year carried the same sense of home we've always known. To our heads and each and every teacher, looking back now, we realized just how much you've shaped us in the time that we've spent with you. In your patience, in the quiet confidence you placed in us, even when we didn't see it in ourselves. Even beyond the classroom, you've always been one with us. In our last week of school, you danced with us at our big fat Indian school wedding, posed for photos with your lookalikes as we dressed up like you, and even gave us a taste of our own medicine by proudly flashing our attendance percentages for the entire grade to see. You surrounded us with knowledge, with curiosity, and with the safety to ask questions, filling our days with lessons and laughter. We've learnt about friendship from Miss Jessie and Miss Richa, to find joy and humor in everything we do from Chanchal Sir and Dr. Chenan. We still spell the same way Miss Banerjee taught us to. What we never realized back then, and are only just beginning to now, is that while you gave us countless role models to look up to, the ones we always most wanted to become were you. To our beloved non-teaching staff, thank you for being the heartbeat of our second home. Your smiles at the gate each morning set the tone for our days, and the way the security team remembers each of us by names made even the busiest mornings feel a little lighter. You've helped us rush into school just past 8:15, provided us with ice bags and rally spray whenever we've needed it, and reminded us to wear our ID cards so we wouldn't get detention. You've always helped us feel safe. To all the parents and families gathered here with us, if there's anyone who truly shares the joy and nostalgia of this moment, it's you. Your love has been our foundation. Your sacrifices are stepping stones. Whether it was waking up with us before sunrise for early morning practices, waiting outside school for hours during inter-house events, or gently reminding us that one bad grade doesn't define us, you've been there every single step of the way. This achievement is not ours alone, it's yours too. To my own parents and my brother Shiv, thank you for being my constants. I'm so lucky to walk through life with you by my side. Now, to my class of 2025. For most of our lives, we've always known what came next. A new year meant a new grade, maybe a new timetable, but always the same familiar faces, the same return to school after the summer holidays. That rhythm, that certainty has been all we've ever known. But now, for the first time, that chapter is over. And with it comes an uncertainty we all feel in different ways. What happens next? Will we stay in touch? Will our paths cross again? What if they don't? But the thing is, we've always been a class that's had to navigate through uncertainty. From moving our lives online during the pandemic to figuring out how to be a class once again when we returned to school, to even shifting to a new campus in our final year. Change has been our constant companion, but we've embraced this change through the connections we have with each other and with our school community. Some of us entered these gates in LKG, some in grade 8, others just 2 years ago. But it never really mattered, because no matter when we arrived, we all found the same thing, a shared sense of belonging. The comfort we were searching for in all that uncertainty, it was never in routines. It was always in us. And that's why, despite the unknowns, as I recollect all these memories and put them on paper, I'm not afraid, because I know we'll be here for each other. Even 3 decades down the line, on my birthday, I'm sure I'll get a cake from Hiya. We'll be celebrating Varun's Nobel Prize, dancing with Arhav and Moksh during Navratri, flipping through the pages of Forbes to find Keshav and Diya, and watching in awe as Tisha's designs grace the Met Gala carpet. No matter where we are or how far we'll go, we'll always be rooting for each other. I still remember those Blue Friday folders we carried home in LKG, filled with badly written letters, numbers, and whatever we proudly called art at age 5. Every piece of paper held an experience from the week that had passed, and I was always so excited to share with my parents everything that I had done that week. Yesterday was mine and our last Friday as DAIS students. And this time, I wish I had a folder big enough to hold it all. It would have my old PE uniform with the Tiger House logo on the right sleeve from the days I came home drenched in green paint. You'd find photos and scripts from annual days, my lines from the YY Girl, the first time I ever acted on stage, and our class dance to Nach Dene Sare, which somehow became our song. Student council badges and issues of the daily mantra, reminders of some of the most formative experiences that taught me countless lessons in leadership and teamwork. If I could pack all that and more into just one folder, I'd carry it with me all the time. From the first time we heard the words, "Dare to dream and learn to excel," we wore them on our uniforms without much thought. We saw them everywhere, on the walls of our school, on our art kits, even printed on the covers of our books. They were always around us. But somewhere along the way, they became more than just words. We started living them. We dared to dream as big as we possibly could, and we helped each other believe in those dreams. We pulled each other up and stood by one another as those dreams slowly began to take shape. And when they did, when one of us achieved something we'd worked so hard for, we celebrated it like it was our own. Because it was. I'm so grateful to be part of a class that will always dream, not just for themselves, but for each other too. Thank you, class of 2025. These past 18 years have given me many things, but knowing you has been the greatest privilege of them all. Thank you.